Hey, it's Tiffany. I just wanted to, this is going to be really quick. I just wanted to hop on and update. It's been a couple days and I hate not doing them more frequently because then I got all this stuff to cover. But um, just wanted to take a couple minutes and update you guys on what's going on. So, last update was like last week, Thursday, I think. And um, so Friday I had an ultrasound and blood work. My E2 on Friday was 1,061. Um, at that point, I had like 8 follicles on the right, 12 on the left, which was an increase from Tuesday's ultrasound. Um, then Sunday, uh, so I stayed on my same protocol the entire time. Nothing was ever adjusted. So then the portal told me to come back on Sunday for another ultrasound and blood work, and they were thinking I was getting pretty close at that point. Um, the Sunday ultrasound and blood work was a little irritating. They had started to have some retrievals on Sunday already, and they were already anticipating a pretty big week. They did a back-to-back schedule, which they typically don't do, but they had more couples for some reason over the last couple of weeks on the same type of schedule. And in order to not put somebody on birth control pills for another 2 weeks, they just, scheduled everybody to come. So when we went Sunday, they were already doing retrievals. So they were kind of in a rush, and I was the last one scheduled for Sunday morning at like, I think it was 9 o'clock or something like that. Can't really remember. Um, so got there Sunday morning for the blood work and ultrasound. The tech was not my usual one. It was a different girl. She measured my lining like 2 centimeters less than what it was just 2 days prior to. So I know she was in a rush. She also did not get a complete follicle count. At that point on Sunday, I don't even know how many follicles she counted, but it wasn't anywhere near what I just had on Friday. So I knew they were in a rush. They were trying to get to the retrievals that were in back scheduled to go. So I didn't get a final count on Sunday. She did say, I think you're looking like you're ready to go. At that point, it was getting uh, uncomfortable for me to walk. And at that point, I had like a 24, a 27, lots of 22s, but she didn't measure anything else. So it was a little irritating. Um, my instructions on the portal that night, Sunday night, was that I was to trigger Sunday night. So I triggered at 11 p.m. And retrieval was retrieval was Tuesday. Retrieval was Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock. So we went down Monday night. And still, the anesthesiologist called Monday night, and she just wanted to go over, what the process was and all that. And so she said, you're not going to be out. It's more like a twilight sleep. And, you'll wake up right afterwards. She just wanted to know, since I had the process before, was I in pain right after, or was I not? Was I okay with the Tylenol? And I'm like, no, Tylenol is like candy to me. Really, it's like not even, it's nothing. I said, and I was in a tremendous amount of pain the last time. I said I was in so much pain that I wasn't back comfortable walking until the day of my transfer the last time, which I did a 3-day transfer. So it took me 3 days, really 4 days to recoup. Um, so she said, oh, we could definitely do, an intramuscular shot while you're still asleep before we wake you up. So I'll talk to the doctor about giving you that. I want to say she said Toprol or Toradol. Can't remember which one because I was kind of in a rush packing. But anyway, it helped tremendously. I was still in a ton of pain, but nowhere like the pain I was in the first time around. Even today is now Thursday, and I went out this morning for the first time, but still walking slow. I feel that the ovaries have started to shrink and not as much pressure, but since the retrieval, I'm waking up every 3 hours, every 2.5 hours at night to pee because I can't hold anything because the longer I hold it, the more it puts pressure on my ovaries. So it's like I'm waking up every 2.5 hours to go pee. It's a little nuts. And I'm not pregnant. So if I was pregnant, I could justify going to the bathroom 2-3 times a night. So Tuesday was a retrieval. Woke up from the retrieval. They told me I had 13 eggs. Still don't have a final follicle count, so it's really irritating me. So tomorrow at my transfer, I'm going to demand to know how many follicles they retrieved from my body. I would like to know this count. Anyway, 13 eggs were retrieved. I was super amped about the number because last time I only had 9, and the goal this time was to have more. So obviously it worked. Okay, so retrieval was Tuesday. Came right home on Tuesday, back home from Chicago. Straight serious bed rest. Like, you can't lift anything over 15 pounds, so I haven't been able to pick Sean up. It's like the saddest thing in the world. It's like I have to tell him to climb up in the bed so I can get a hug. But I will say that my heating pad and I have become one. I'm sleeping on it. I mean, just all sorts of things. This thing is a miracle worker. Still really uncomfortable at night though. But of course getting better every day. So yesterday was Wednesday, and I started my PIO shots last night, and the Crenone I started yesterday, and the Medrol, nasty. Somehow it started to dissolve in my mouth because I think I was like half asleep when I took it. And oh my God, just hours and hours later, I had this nasty medicine taste still stuck on my tongue. It was horrid. So that was yesterday, Wednesday. Paul gave me my PIO shot yesterday. And so I think he'll be able to give them to me for the first week because he's got an adjusted schedule to make sure he's here to pick Sean up, to take Sean to school and to pick him up because I can't lift him. So I can't lift him in and out of the car into his car seat. I can't lift him in and out of his crib in the morning. So he had to, he had to adjust his work schedule so that he could be home to do that. Not a happy camper, but I mean, last time around, we didn't have a toddler to worry about. I could just be home bopping around the house with Sasha, and it wasn't a big deal. Not the case this time. So PIO last night went well. I iced up. I think we got the right spot this time. I definitely believe that the last time around when I was doing my PIO shots, I did myself serious damage because I was doing them myself and I was too far in. You know, they say this is your crack, and then you're supposed to like go like halfway over and draw a line in a quadrant, and then supposed to be on that outer quadrant. Yeah, I was like all near in places I wasn't supposed to be with those needles. So we got a good spot last night. I think we know exactly where we're administering the PIO shots. I iced it ahead of time. Didn't even feel it going in. But I think because I iced it, he said it started to come out right away. The nurse did say that ice it first, and then as soon as you inject it, make sure you put your heating pad on it to kind of and rub it to make sure it disperses. So we're on that, and that tip helped. Okay, so today is Thursday. My fertilization report is this. Of the 13 eggs they retrieved, only 5 fertilized. Major bummer for me because this is exactly where we were the last time with Sean's round. We had 9 eggs, but only 5 fertilized, and then all we got was Sean. I mean, not that that's a bad deal, but you know, I had nothing to freeze. You know, they transferred 2, but only Sean implanted, so I lost 1. So, and I know it's a total numbers game, and you know, we just can't keep doing this. I know I'm not at all interested in doing this again. This is just a major toll that it's taking on my body and financially. I mean, this is not a cheap process by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm a little bummed about that. I don't know the quality. I don't know the grade. All I know is that as of yesterday, 5 of them had made it overnight, from Tuesday night to Wednesday. I was expecting an embryology report today, but I guess I won't get it till I get there tomorrow. Tomorrow, my transfer is scheduled for 8:30 in the morning. So we're headed back down to Chicago tonight. Just found out about an hour ago, so I had to book a hotel again. Got to get Sean situated for tonight. Mother-in-law's coming to spend the night, get him off to school in the morning, and then we'll be back home tomorrow, midday after the transfer. And that's where we are. I'm kind of trying to get this video done real quickly because I'm knee deep in Sean's birthday is in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and I still haven't got the invitations out. So I am feverishly writing out, invitations today and trying to get those in the mail. And I'm grossly behind the 8 ball this year. Last year I had custom invitations and banners, and all the decorations and everything had been ordered and was delivered and organized a month before the party. So I'm cutting it close this year, but with all of this that's going on with the IVF cycle, I just kind of put that on the back burner, unfortunately. So trying to get on top of that and get things situated for him for tomorrow, for overnight, and for tomorrow. And that's that. So I will update you guys again, probably just via a post and not a video, in case I'm a blubbering idiot if I get there and they tell me like there's only 2 or something like that. Via a post on the blog, just to let you know how many are left and what the grades are. So if there are those of you on YouTube that are watching this that don't have a link to my blog, just inbox me and I'll send it to you. Otherwise, family, you guys are seeing this on the blog. So wish us luck. Keep us in your prayers. Keep the babies, yes, I'm calling the embryos babies because that's what they are. Keep the babies in your prayers and hope that they all make it. And the ones that don't get transferred, we're hoping to freeze, so that if we only end up with a singleton birth this time around, that all we have to do is a frozen transfer sometime within a year to 18 months of this baby's birth. So that's where we are. Fingers crossed. Everything's crossed. Toes, I would show you that my toes are crossed, except I haven't got a pedicure in a while. You guys have a good one, and we'll talk soon. Bye.